All right, we're back again. Interviewing my brother Big A, the
Yes,
one and
sir.
only.
Back in here like I left my
Motherfucking.
keys and wallet. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about the cheat code. The cheat code to life. Basically, read the damn instructions. Something that, I know myself, I used to struggle with. I still struggle with at times, but You know, you got to read the instructions. In life, everything comes with instructions. You don't read the instructions. 9 times out of 10, you might end up being successful, but you're gonna fail. Multiple times before you right. Um, so I'm gonna start it off. Well, before we get into that, this is gonna be a discussion slash interview. Um, so Big A.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from, where you were raised, what you do for a living, and any social media platforms, or any businesses, or anything like that that you want to promote. This is
Yeah.
the time to do it.
Okay. Well, a little bit about me, man. I'm a military brat for the most part. I spent a nice portion of my upbringing overseas in Europe and Germany, to be exact. Um, also, you know, my family is from Texas and the West Indies via St. Lucia and Jamaica, uh, and everything in between the West Indies islands. Um, another thing, right now, I drive trucks doing the oil, or not the oil, the fuel, fueling trucks. I'm into the dogs. I'm a bulldogger. Uh, and pretty much uh I do the health and fitness thing, and on as far as on my personal time, and really just base myself around building discipline in my life, you know. Um as far as social media and platforms and businesses, it's in the making, and I really don't want to speak about it until it's a solid platform and a solid business. So when that comes, be ready for it.
Okay, okay, sound good. All right. Okay. So now we got that out the way. Let's get down to business.
Yes,
So
sir.
the cheat code. The cheat code to life is to read the damn instructions. Everything comes with instructions. I'm going to give a story and then an analogy. Now, the story is I don't know, you grew up in Texas, correct?
Yeah, I grew up in Texas, St. Louis, and in Germany.
In Germany. Okay. Now, when you were in grade school,
Hmm.
was that in Germany or the States?
Both, both. I was a little bit back and forth.
Okay. Now, I don't know overseas. I don't know in Texas. I don't know,
Hmm.
I grew up in the DMV area,
Yes.
PG County, Maryland, DC area.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
Here in elementary school, they had, I want to say it was like third or fourth grade.
Hmm.
They had the teachers. It's basically was a test within a test. So
Hmm.
she handed out. It was a pop quiz. And
Okay.
everybody's like, "What a pop quiz? What is that? What the hell? Nah, this is white people stuff. I don't do pop quizzes." The fuck. So she was like, "Yeah, it does. It's not gonna count against your grade, or, it's just basically just something to do."
Yeah.
So she passed out the papers. She said, "Don't nobody do anything until I tell you to." So she passed the papers out. She said, all right, read the directions and then begin. She said, and she said, make sure you read the directions before you start. Some people read the directions, some people started, just went ahead and started doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
So some people will finish, some people are looking confused, like, how the hell you finished already? I'm still doing the math problem. You done finished the whole test? Ain't no way. So finally the teacher says, all right, everybody put your pencils down.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody looking confused, like, what the fuck going on? So she said, now I want everyone to read the instructions. The people that didn't read the instructions read the instructions and started laughing.
Yeah.
The instructions said, write your name on the paper and you're done.
Yeah.
That's the assignment. The assignment was to write your name on the paper and do nothing else.
Right.
So the people who read the instructions, that's why they finished so fast, because they read the instructions and they did exactly what the instructions told them to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they passed the test. The people
Yeah.
that didn't read the instructions, they failed. Why? Because
Yeah.
they started doing the work that's on the worksheet.
Yeah.
And that's not what you're supposed to do. You were supposed to write your name on it and put the pencil down. You was done.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I didn't understand it then. I thought it was stupid. I didn't get it then as a child. But as an adult, thinking back, and I'm like, that was a life lesson. That was one in my whole life. That was one of the biggest life lessons that I think I learned, is that
Yeah.
you have to read the instructions.
Yeah.
Every time in my life where I've tried to do something, or I tried to, I'm trying something new, I'm trying to, accomplish a goal, I didn't read the instructions. And that's why I kept failing. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing money, I'm losing time, losing resources, I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
frustrated, I'm losing friendships, I'm losing
Mm-hmm.
relationships because I'm not reading the instructions. So then when I started reading the instructions, I saw the results that I was looking for. So
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay, this makes sense. I thought back to that situation as a child in school. I'm like, wow, now as an adult, I get it. You have to read the instructions. So basically, I'm gonna give you an analogy. We out here playing Monopoly. We playing a game. We want to win it, but we don't know the rules to the game
Uh-huh.
because we didn't read the instructions. And then we end up failing, or we end up not being able to pass go and go to jail and don't collect $200. And now we mad, but we ain't got nobody to be upset with but ourselves.
Yep. Totally agree. I'm one of the ones that learned the hard way and didn't read the instructions
Yeah.
on multiple occasions, man, and it's cost me dearly. It's cost me time, and it's cost me money, but more importantly, it's cost me time. You know, uh, definitely agree. Definitely agree.
Yeah. And it's like you have that aha moment. It's like, wow, you can't do nothing but laugh at it. It's either laugh or get upset, but ain't no point in getting upset because you can't change the past.
Uh huh.
You have that epiphany where it's like, damn, all these years, all this time, all this money, all these resources, all the blood, sweat, and tears I put into this shit, I didn't have to.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of
Yes, sir.
wasted energy, a lot of wasted money, but I look at it like this. It's not wasted because I learned from it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I know why reading instructions are important, because I've been living my life by not reading instructions. And I know what outcome that gets me. And it's not a good
Mm-hmm.
versus somebody who's always read the instructions and they know that the outcome is good. They don't see you understand, they don't know what it's like to not read the instructions and just go off the fly. So if they're ever in a situation where there are no instructions, or they can't easily access the instructions, they got to just figure it out. They don't know how to do that because they've always had instructions, or they always read the instructions. So that's
Yeah.
why I feel like I'm in a better position, or people like us are in a better position, because we're complete. We coming from both ends of the spectrum,
Right.
and we have a rounded, perspective. So as we go through life and we try new things, we know we need to read the instructions. But we also know if there aren't any instructions available, we still can figure it out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yep, definitely. I 1000% agree. And speaking of reading the instructions, when you take the time to read the instructions, a lot of times you're gonna have to go the long route,
yeah,
you know. But going that long route, you learn so much more, and doing the things the right way to begin with, you don't have to backtrack. You don't have to backtrack. Um you can get it right the first time, and getting it right the first time, even though you went the long route, might put you miles ahead of everybody else who didn't go the right route.
yeah,
you know so in the beginning, it's more so a slow procedure, a slow process of taking the time and understanding what the instructions are, versus you jumping into it and just on the fly learning as you go.
yeah.
you know yeah, learning as you go. You got If you're gonna learn as you go, your money better be long. you know
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that is a fact.
yeah,
That is a
yep,
fact. It is very costly. It is to take
yeah,
classes continuously is very costly.
yeah.
Very costly.
and, and even if you read the instructions, you still can come up short. So but you're more likely to get further along, if nothing else, in the lessons that go along with it, than anything else.
Yeah,
But I do have to say this also. uh like the best lessons in life, to some or to most, are the harshest lessons. you
yeah,
know yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah.
That
But like,
Yeah,
like I said, man, the instructions. It's important to read the instructions. Um, but also it's important to be able to read the instructions and with comprehension.
yeah,
Just because you can pronounce the words and put it together, formulate a sentence, and can you interpret the instructions the way they need to be interpreted for you to
yes,
accomplish what you're trying to accomplish.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Yep, because there's a whole bunch of smart fools out there.
Yeah.
you know
That you can regurgitate some shit because I went through that phase too. I'm
yeah,
trying to stand on my square and I got a triangle, and I'm thinking I know what I'm talking about when I don't, and then I go
yeah,
try to act on the information that I was given or that I received, and I'm not knowledgeable on it, and then I try to stand on it, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I got to go back and you know what I'm saying? I got some more work to do. I got some more studying to do because I ain't got it. And
hmm
that I went through that whole process. I went through that whole, you know what I'm saying? So it's just it's levels to it, man. But
yeah,
the only way to know if you really know it is to act on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's Monopoly. So the only way you know if you truly understand the game is to play the motherfucker.
yep, yep,
You can read the instructions all day, but until you actually sit down with some friends or with some people and play the game, and you can win it. Like you don't know.
yeah,
You don't know until you actually do it. But
yeah,
that also depends on how well the other players play as well.
yeah. Also, definitely, you know, I definitely agree. And and also, by taking the time to read the instructions, it'll give you a strong sense of, is this something that you really want to get yourself into or
Yeah,
not. you know yeah. And that's another thing about not reading the instructions, getting into real estate and realizing you in over your head, or opening up a business and it was the wrong business for me. i jumped into uh I jumped into the food industry, owning a restaurant, and going into it, I had some money, and in my mind, I just wanted to be an entrepreneur. But I didn't read the instructions. You know, I had a business partner that had a good business plan, and we put together a strong, you know, we put together something that was solid, or so I thought. But, you know, looking back on it, um, mom and pop businesses, when it comes to restaurants, is the number one failed business in America. The number one failed business in America. And most businesses, either if they don't fail within their first year or two, they usually don't, a lot of them don't make it to their fifth year. And even after you make it to your fifth year, you still are on the brink of, you know, not being 100% successful. And what I learned, which I learned a whole bunch from it, you know, I learned that I literally had just created a job for myself. I was, yes, I owned a business, and yes, I had my foot through the door, and yes, you know, I was, you know, doing my thing or whatnot, but it wasn't what I visioned as an entrepreneur. You know, it was more so I built a job for myself where I felt like I was on a ship in the middle of the ocean. And every day I'm waking up, going to this job that I created for myself that I was miserable at, you know, and I did that for 4.5 years, understanding that you know, what it was, you know, figuring it out, you know. So it was just one of them things. Should have read the directions first in detail.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I similar, same here. You know, when I started my clothing brand, well, really before the clothing brand, my pressure washing business. You know, spend tens of thousands, well, not tens of thousands, but yeah, tens of thousands of dollars, I would say in total on
yeah,
equipment and just I mean just to getting everything, getting my paperwork and everything, just because I didn't do it myself at that point. I paid, so I think it was like LegalZoom or something like that. They hit me for like 400 or 500, getting all this extra shit I don't need, and services and fees and all this shit added up, and just to get up and running, and to where I could, insurance and your LLC and it's then that's just the back office part of it. Then you got the
yeah,
actual equipment, the pressure washers, the hoses, and went by bought a truck, used
yeah,
truck, frame ended up being broke. Like, it's just one thing
yeah.
after another. It's just like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Just the money, money, money. And it's like, what if I would have read the instructions? You feel me? Like it would have turned out a lot better. But I'm
Yeah.
watching YouTube videos, and they seem like they know what they talking about. And they
Selling a dream.
selling a fucking dream. Come to find
Yep.
out these motherfuckers still got jobs. They making it seem like
Yeah.
they living all pressure washing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't
And
the
it,
case. Now it's
yeah.
some that are, but most
Yeah.
don't. Most
Yep.
don't. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was definitely a learning experience, and I took a lot of losses. But overall, it was a good learning experience, just in business in total.
Hmm. Yep. I definitely agree, and that's where a lot of us take our losses at. It's one thing for you to have a passion for something, and then it's another thing to have a vision or a dream, or somebody else's dream, or you just chasing after something and you want it so bad that you jump out there without reading the instructions, without taking the time to really understand what you're getting into,
Yeah,
and that can knock the fight out of you. you know um it could really knock you off balance. And I'm not saying that to discourage anybody from getting out there and doing something, doing things, because there are successful people who jumped out there without knowing anything, and just their passion was so strong, their drive was so strong, they stuck with it throughout the whole course, and they found their way to success. But those are far and few in between. because a lot of us don't have that passion or drive, when, you getting into it for the wrong reason, you know, get rich quick, or you feel that this is the right thing to do, and if you really want something and sincerely want to have it, then you need to take the time and invest that time into studying what you're getting into. How and looking at all the, making sure you look at every angle from it, and look at all the unsuccessful stories of people who went through that situation. And if the passion is strong, you can at least see their mistakes and learn from their mistakes without you having to do the same thing. But a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us see something on, YouTube, or hear somebody saying, "Yeah, man, it's just that easy. It's, I just do this and do that, or blah blah blah," and then all of a sudden, you thinking, you've been sold a dream. You bought it, and it costs. So figuring out, um, a lot of time, that's what I definitely feel like a lot of people should really check themselves, and check, how disciplined am I in my real in my day-to-day duties. you know how disciplined am I in following through with my jump shot. Am I going up there, and after I take the shot, am I going for the rebound, or am I turning my back and just thinking it's going in the net, because it doesn't work like that. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of sitting down and watching gameplay. And I'm just saying this from a different, relating it to sports, but it's the same. It's the same deal when you going after whatever you're going after. You know. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's like life is it's just it's a bunch of lessons you got to learn. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Once you learn them, it just makes making decisions and just living life a lot easier, um,
Yeah.
less stressful.
Yeah.
Um, some of the stuff we should have learned, at an early age, but your parents can't teach you, but they don't know. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So, um, you take what they give you, and you build on it, and pass it on to your children. They do the same, and we can start building some generational wealth. But it starts with reading instructions, man.
Yep. Definitely.
That's the
Definitely.
cheat
Cause
code. That's the cheat code. You want to win. Read the instructions.
yep.
Read
Yep.
the instructions.
Yep. And then application. You know, you got to really put your foot in it. You got to really apply yourself. Nothing comes with ease. You know, nothing is gonna just come with ease. You know.
Facts. Facts. Got to put that work in.
Yeah.
Knowledge is information applied.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up, man. I ain't gonna
Okay.
hold you up too long,
Okay.
But go ahead and if you got any your social medias, or
Yeah.
anything you want to put out there, people can
Yeah.
contact you.
If you guys wanna,
You said you cut hair too, right?
yeah, I'm also a barber.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
also a barber.
But if somebody wanted to reach out to you, man, they want to get a shape up or something, get a
Yeah.
line up. You do weaves, you the man weaves too.
Nah, man, but that's some good money though. I'm not gonna lie. That's some
Hey, I
good
say
money.
that shit, man. I said, man, that's how I know I'm getting old, bro. They got damn. They said the nigga. I guess they said all these hoes, these damn these bitches getting weaves in their head. Shit, goddamn it, we getting weaves too. Goddamn. I was like, that's crazy. I ain't mad at him, man. I ain't mad at him.
For me, show what we doing. You know, I got you. Fact, fact. But now you can
Hold
find
on,
me
say
on.
you was breaking up. You was breaking up.
Oh,
Say that
okay.
again.
Yeah, you can find me on on YouTube at Samurai Kennels. We do we it's bulldogging community where we it's all for the positivity of the pit bull breed, the real American pit bull terrier, not the bullies. It's nothing against them, but we shine the light on the positivity of the breed itself, the American pit bull terrier, where it's got such a bad look, and people fall into the folklore and or whatnot. But you can find me there, man. You can also get some good information about the dogs. And as far as the cutting hair or whatnot, I have to have my information up there the next show where I can really give everybody something solid to run with.
Okay. Okay. All right. And matter of fact, I was on Samurai Kennel's page on YouTube. He went live earlier today.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you was on there. You was on the panel.
Yes, sir.
And I tune in. I'm not a dog man, but I'm a dog man. Like
Hmm.
I like animals. You know what I'm saying? I love
Yeah.
nature. So I'm fascinated by the breed and the just the attributes and the characteristics of the breed is just something that I get it now. When I was younger, I didn't understand the infatuation with young black males and pit bull terriers, but now I get it. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
we have a lot in common.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
You know
Definitely.
what I mean? So, um, and he gives a lot of game. It's a lot of knowledge, and somebody who is not in that industry or in that that realm, you could still watch his content and gain something vital or some type of uh,
Yeah.
life lesson, something you could take away from it that will be beneficial to you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whether you into dogs or not, it's just good information. For instance, safety when dealing with dogs. I don't care if you a dog person or not. Yeah, unless you just stay in your house and you got somebody to do everything for you. You don't got to leave your home. Like you out in the street. You walking in your neighborhood. It's you could get encountered by a dog or somebody's dog could break free from them or anything could happen, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of information on there that could help you when it comes to like safety concerns, when
Yeah.
you're out in the public and you may not have a dog, but people around you may have a dog and they may
Yeah.
not be as trained or as uh educated on how to handle a dog as they should be to be an owner. And I've seen a lot of instances. I used to do cable and be a cable contractor. And I've seen instances where I could have gotten hurt or someone else could have gotten hurt because of
Yeah.
a dumbass owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to piggyback off what you said earlier, it's a lot, I notice a lot of times it's not. It's just like children. I don't blame the child, blame the parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same thing with the animals. I don't blame the dog, I blame the owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that dog can only do what that owner allows it to do. So
Hmm.
you need to know your breed. And so if anybody is a pit bull terrier owner or thinking of becoming one or just wants to know about the breed, I definitely suggest uh, Samurai Kennels. He's
Yeah.
on YouTube, TikTok,
Instagram. Yeah. TikTok.
Instagram, and
Yep.
I believe Facebook as well. Don't quote me on that.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Okay, okay. And yeah, so that's his handle, Samurai Kennels. Yeah, he's on all those platforms, and tap in, check him out, man. Check him out.
Yeah.
He's on the
Yep.
panel at times as well. He'll be in later uh, videos on this channel. This channel will also be featured on his channel. We work together. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming, man. Just stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I
Yes,
think we
sir. Yes, sir, man. To the next time, I'll be in here, be a little more excited. We gonna get it. This channel gonna jump, man. We gonna make it jump.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got some more. It's the topics is going to just get better and better. I'm
Hmm.
gonna start doing shorts as well, with current events. So basically, current event stuff that's going on. In like it's current. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
shorts on and more in depth. Just thought provoking content and topics. Those would be the ones that I post. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll try to do them weekly. My goal is
Yeah.
so yeah. But yeah, so we signing out, man. Everybody be safe. Um, Hope everybody enjoy their President's Day, their day off. Did something constructive. And
Hmm.
till next time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.